Okay. Now that you understand that in terms of cost benefit analysis, it can be done from two perspectives. Usually, the one without without considering those that you can do with dollars and cents, and those that you can do with other units that is expressed not in dollars and cents. Okay, so I think the main thing is we have to understand that for cost benefit analysis is different from financial evaluation. Financial evaluation is concentrating a lot more into the company's own cash flow, funding, profit and loss, and also especially the funds, the where the funds come from. It can be raised from internally from the different directors in terms of shareholdings. It can also be raising from borrowings from lending institutions like bank and or some government sort of loans. Yeah, so these are the things that you need to consider when we're looking at financial evaluation. We're also looking at the companies, maybe the land bank that they have. In some development, some company may be very rich in land, so they actually put that into consideration as well when it is when they're doing the financial evaluation, and especially cash flow, how much money they have as a moving cash in the company to be able to be investing in this project. And then if they don't have enough cash flow, how would they actually raise the money? So they need to know what is the in, what is the out. You see how much money they need to pay interest of at certain time of the year for the money that is being borrowed, and then how much money they need to pay the debtors, and then how much money they will be receiving from their creditors and all that. So these are the financial evaluation that needs to be carried out when we are going to be investing in such a large project, especially. So I think in civil engineering, cash flow is a very important element in financial evaluation. We are also looking at funds, where the funds comes from, and that, like I said, can be from various means, such as the own land bank. You can sell some land, sell some assets in order to raise funds. You can also you can dispose of older assets, especially, or it can come from sales from previous projects, the turnover from previous projects. They're making profit from previous project to be pumped into the next project, or it could be raised from lending institution, board of directors, shareholders, or if it's a public listed company, you could raise it from external shareholders as well. So these are financial evaluation that needs to be done. So we need to know how much money that is going to go out during the project and how much money that needs to come in, because without a proper evaluation of the financial status of the company, it is very easy to over-invest. And when you are over-investing in any company, in any projects, or over-usage of the allocated fundings, there is a good chance that you may not be able to roll over your cash flow at the right time, and then that will put your company in a very, very dire financial situation, a financial breakdown status, and that could actually end up making you lose confidence with your with people, with your suppliers, with your subcontractors, with your contractors. And it could be a very disastrous consequences if you do not manage your cash flow properly, you see. Especially banks, for example, when there's a certain time that you need to furnish your interest, and then when the time comes and you cannot pay that, that could actually means a financial clamping down from the bank, from you, asking you to pay back, and they will not allow you to raise any more funds from them, and that, they may freeze your assets and funds and all that, and ask you to go into bankruptcy and all that. That could be very serious consequences. So financial evaluation is something that we will also do, on the proposal. that is the part that we need to think about the cost of the project in terms of the the capital that you need to build the project. And because in the first place we don't sell, like maybe in the first 6 months or so you don't sell, or in the first year or so you cannot sell because you haven't got the permit for selling. Then after that, these sort of laws are actually different from country to country. Like in Malaysia, definitely when you're starting to sell, you can only collect about 10% of deposit from your land, from your buyers, and then after that, it has to be your building, your construction sequence and your construction stage of your construction completed, certified by architects and engineers before the money is being released, before you can ask the buyers to pay, and then the banks will only release upon confirmation from the client's agencies, professional people, or the represented professional peoples like the architects and QS, professional architects and QS, before they can release that money. So those are the stages. So at one stage, they may be very lacking of funds, you see. So in cost benefit analysis, it sounds like you're dealing with dollars and cents, but in cost benefit analysis, you're looking at purely the benefits of the project in terms of dollars and cents. This is not about how much money you have in your bank. This is a different thing. So this is about, with the particular option, how much money are you going to spend on the projects, and how much money will be, not only how much money is you're spending on the project, is about the cost of the project. If you don't do the project, what is the consequences? Maybe it's high maintenance, maybe it's losing money, maybe it's loss of revenue, loss of sales. Those sort of things are all considered as cost of the project. Cost of the project, and the benefit could be the sales, the revenue, the income, the lowering down of maintenance costs, the lowering down of the operation costs, the savings that you have in terms of vehicle maintenance, etc., etc. So these are part and parcel of a cost benefit analysis. This is not a financial analysis. So financial, even though part of cost and benefit analysis deal with dollars and cents, the thing that we're looking at is different. With financial analysis, you're looking at real dollars and cents in terms of the company's financial status that you're looking at, and the capital cost that you need to use to build the projects. Those are real dollars and cents that you need to pump in to build the projects. Okay, so, and these are the studies that we do separately. So we have a financial viability studies and also economic feasibility study. So these two are two different things. So I hope that all of you can get it, don't mix the two together. So when we're putting our options through the robustness test, we have to put it through a financial viability studies, which is about how much money you're going to be paying for the projects, paying your subcontractor, your material, your labor, your machineries, how much money you're going to pay, and do you have the money, where are you going to get the money from, and what is the other commitments the company have, and what is their current cash flow like, are they making money from previous project, what balance sheet and profit and loss. These are very financial dollars and cents that we're talking about, and whereby cost and benefit is about the benefit the project will bring in terms of dollars and cents, and the cost of the project, not only in terms of building it, but also in terms of sales, in terms of revenue. This is the benefit. This is the cost in terms of maintenance that you're going to be spending if you don't build, the breakdown that you're going to have, the loss of income you're going to have if you don't build it. These are costs, but if you put down certain things, do you need to pay back, in other forms? These are also costs of the projects in terms of dollars and cents. And on the other hand, for cost benefit analysis, you also have those that cost and benefit that is not measurable in terms of dollars and cents, but in other physical units such as health, happiness, index, education, legal, and all sorts of goodwill. These are all without monetary terms.